The following is a World-Class Bullshitters exclusive.
So we start today's journey at Ollie's, and here we have some Black Panther helmets. Now these are like a 1-to-1 scale. You wear it, it has lights and sounds, it does anything but, fix equality or whatever they were trying to do with Black Panther. That toy does it all. These toys only do one thing: sit on store shelves. Now, you'll notice something here. These have new additions. What is up here? Oh, it's Shuri. Yes, there are so many of these damn things up here that they have to store cases of Shuri and hide them from public view. But I'm world class and I'm 6'5", so of course I'm going to find them. But what I'm finding are thousands and thousands of unsellable toys again and again, each and every time I come into these stores. And it's not just Ollie's, it's everywhere across America. So let's take a look at what's always been here. Of course, we have our Holdos and our Rivas and our Natches and our LeBron James Robins, but this week we also have our Wakanda Forever and WandaVision action figures, and I think we even have one from She-Hulk a little later on today. I might be wrong. But here we are, we have this guy, is it Jimmy Woo? Yeah, Agent Jimmy Woo. Now, of course, the internet liked him because he's weird and ironic, and Randall Park's a fine actor. I don't have anything against him, but the character is really pointless, and the fact that he got an action figure is just a waste, and that's why it's here at Ollie's ad nauseum. I mean, we're talking, 30 of those things chilling here. The only thing that rivals it is Riva, and Riva's got a lot of figures, so, maybe, just maybe, somebody could send a memo to one of these companies and stop making crap we don't like, is what the memo should say. I mean, it's not that hard to figure out what audiences are after. Hell, watch our videos, figure it out. We'll help. Now down here, what do we have? The R2-D2 and C-3PO cars. Of course, when I think R2 and C-3PO, first thing I think of is cars. Yeah, I don't. So over here is a new section, a Wakanda Forever on store shelves section. Head to toe, Black Panther, and hey, look, it's our old pal, Miss Marvel. She fits, right? Well, she's $10. She'll never sell. That's kind of funny. And look, there are plenty of her. I guess, nope. I just put her back. And we'll zoom out, and yeah, one last look at the Black Panther wall for a second. There's a reason I showed you this. So again, more of these Disney cars. Of course, that's why I'm here. No, I'm here for the other toy section. Again, I'm showing this for context. So this, again, never moves. Ever, ever, ever. It's kind of nice coming down this aisle. It's like some old familiar friends. When you come to Ollie's, you're going to see a mountain of the Shuri copter and Shuri and Atuma and who we got up here? Namor in his rare boxless action figure. I don't care. So coming to Ollie's is warming. It's comfortable. It's familiar. It's kind of embarrassing. Not for me, for them. Now, of course, the old familiar friends always have to have some new friends added to the list, and that's why we have this right here, a Christmas Stormtrooper. Yes, folks, it's now May, and we're still having Christmas Stormtroopers show up at Ollie's. That'll be a hit, right? Let's see, how old is this thing? What year is it from? Well, it looks like it's fairly recent, so this is one of those situations of a toy that, yeah, stores got rid of it right away because it was overproduced. Anything from Disney is overproduced. What do we have down here? Wakanda Forever, you know what it is. Now we'll just take a quick look through the books before we head out. We always like to see what new Star Wars editions they have. All this wasted paper. Now look, Wonder Woman 84, the novelization. Remember in the movie where she assaulted Steve Trevor? Well, this is the junior novelization, so they took the graping of Steve Trevor out of that book. And rightly so. Ah, the thing that graped Star Wars. I love grape soda, don't you? Grapes and grape-flavored candy. Graping ain't easy. A-Force, what a piece of shit. It writes its own jokes. An all-female Avengers team that failed. Well, what do you expect with these characters? Who wants to read She-Hulk and Marvel's Mightiest Women? I don't see Storm, I don't see Rogue, I don't see the X-Men ladies, they're cool. Speaking of more superpowered women, and I'm being so sarcastic, so don't take me seriously, internet. Run the show like Oprah, rule the music scene like Queen Beyoncé, and boss the bestseller list like J.K. Rowling. A book on J.K. Rowling? Ooh, that's kind of rare. Now, let's see what the art for the Oprah book looks like. It's not a graphic novel, it's, I guess that's Oprah. Okay, a cardboard cutout Oprah, and now she's in space and in a bird cage, and there's cardboard cutout Oprah. Awesome. I'm not going to look at Beyonce's book, but I bet you the J.K. Rowling book is full of offended people because clearly their crusade to take this lady down has killed Harry Potter. Nobody watches Harry Potter. HBO's not going to make a new Harry Potter series. That's all bullshit. That video game didn't sell record-breaking copies last year. No. Nobody likes Harry Potter. The internet won that fight. So let's go to Toys R Us, shall we? I know, I'm excited to be here too, even though Toys R Us is a lot smaller than it used to be. And look, there's Jeffrey the giraffe. So over here in their Star Wars section, what did they have? These stormtroopers, and they're clearanced out, meaning the stuff at Ollie's isn't old. This is Star Wars crap that stores just don't want. And here we have some newer figures. We have, was that Friggin' Dan, the Modal Nodes, the guy from Obi-Wan, and more of a Biff band member. I miss when Toys R Us was an actual store, but hey, it's cool to see shit somewhere at least. Toys should be sold everywhere a parent forces a kid to go. Why? Well, I was a kid and toys were the best part of those shopping trips. Now, I just wanted to show you guys this. I found another discount store, a pretty cheap store, and they have nothing but Disney toys to sell you. From last year or 2 summers ago's biggest hit, Lightyear, the movie that really turned off the world for all the weirdest reasons possible. So we have Tiana from Princess and the Frog. I'm glad they got rid of Splash Mountain to give her her own ride because, you know, it's 2024. But last year in 2023, Disney gave us the empowering Wish, a movie that lost over $131 million. And these toys are made by Jakks Pacific, not Hasbro like you might have been told incorrectly. Hasbro does not make Wish toys. Hasbro makes other Disney toys. So here's even more of these. Look, clearanced out, Disney Wish assortment. I wish that Disney wouldn't make crap. I wish they'd make good stuff. I wish they would undo all the damage they've done. Well, wish in one hand, shit in the other, see which fills up quicker. Look what's filled up here. I don't need toys, I got family, says Vin Diesel in his Fast and Furious vehicle. Cool. Now, let's move this crap out of the way so I can fight my way to get to the Star Wars coloring book. Gigantic book to color, over 30-something, a long time ago. And this is from a long time ago, 10 years ago in 2014, which means there's no prequel trilogy, sequel trilogy is what I meant to say. The prequel trilogy is represented. There's no sequel trilogy back then, folks. Star Wars merchandise from a simpler time, a better time. Before the dark times, before the Empire. You know how that shit goes. See, we got Create and Color Hand Lettering. What a great book, Hand Lettering. Now it's kind of cool to teach kids how to do 3D art, but do you have to sell them Rose Tico? Because that's a lie. They're not heroes. They're just there. Now, here are the books. Of course, we're going to start talking about reading. But we have Star Wars, Dr. Aphra, and look. We have quite a few of these bad boys. Are you or someone in your life, I don't even have a disclaimer. If you want to fall asleep quickly, read Dr. Aphra. Now, Walmart had it at almost $18. Here, it's $9.99, and you'll find ample supply. Here's a look inside the book so you can judge the writing for yourself. I don't know how to read, so I won't. There were a lot of Avengers playsets on the way out, and this thing with Iron Man, and more Super Activity playsets. And look, an even bigger one with over 1,000 items. I'm an artist. I support this stuff, but it's kind of weird seeing all this Disney crap forever. Now here we are at Walmart, and we're going to see some old familiar faces. This same Jessica Drew, the pregnant one that hasn't sold forever, is no longer alone because we found a second one. I think somebody returned it to the store. Well, folks, look what's on store shelves. Daredevil in a suit, that lady, all these B-list characters. And of course, throughout the history of time, we've had B-list characters and toys, but now they make all the movies about the B-list characters because they're cheaper to license and nobody buys it. Speaking of stuff nobody should buy, there is a new line of Star Wars toys. Much like the other things with the smaller figures, these will end up at Ollie's too. Look at the prices of these bad boys. This Luke Skywalker is a whopping $9.99, and he has 5 points of articulation. About as detailed as what I had growing up as a kid. Why, almost 30 years later, are Star Wars toys this expensive? Now look, let's compare these two lines. We have Ahsoka and Ahsoka. This Ahsoka is highly detailed, and the other one is a piece of crap. Now, of course, you're going to get more articulation on the more expensive one, but what's the point of this one if you're going to charge so much? It doesn't sell. If Star Wars is for collectors or kids, you need to make up your mind. Having two of the exact same character on store shelves, deluxe and basic, doesn't help. And the basic is crap. They didn't even paint the stormtrooper's neck or thigh area. They keep cutting corners. And people are just going to accept it because it's for kids, but it's going to show up at store shelves and the brand won't sell, and then they'll stop making it. And it's only a Hasbro problem. For $8.88, look at all the articulation on Superman. Biceps, thigh swivels, shoulders jointed with ball joints, like all kinds of stuff for Superman. It goes to show you that when you get a Hasbro toy, all you're doing is paying extra money for a crappier product because the licensing from Disney is so damn expensive. Take a note looking at Carl Weathers here. We're going to see a lot of him in just a moment. Let's move away from Star Wars toys and see what else they have here at Walmart. They have a lot of wrestlers like Hulk Hogan with chest hair. And my father, Andre the Giant. Yes, I'm 6'5", don't ask. Here we have one of my favorite wrestlers, Shawn Michaels and the British Bulldog. That's a pretty cool 2-pack. Let's see who else they got. Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. I'll pass. Let's get the hell out of here. So they have this Star Wars display that they have up at Walmart. Star Wars Dark Side with Darth Maul, but guess who's not on here? Darth Maul, or the cool characters that you might see in other evil aspects of Star Wars. But we have plenty of these crappy figures like this shitty Mandalorian that's not even the right color. I guess other paint, different colors is more expensive? Please give me an excuse, Hasbro. Please. So here we are at Target, and I wanted to show you this. They are desperate to get Star Wars in the hands of children, so they produce crappier and crappier cheap stuff. Here you can get this shitty Darth Vader, this mask that's crap, and a little lightsaber for a couple of bucks. Of course it's for kids, so that's cool, but they used to sell us better toys 30 years ago, higher quality stuff. What the hell happened? What the hell happened? And why is this a thing? Jar Jar Binks is back? Sorry, I hated him 30 years ago, 25 years ago, and I'm still not a fan. I'm also not a fan of this tiny ass toy. It is smaller than the tip of my pinky, and here is the $10 equivalent. Let's see how much this little tiny one is. $17 goddamn dollars versus $10. Overpriced, and what's the difference? One's smaller and has less articulation. Now, folks, I'm getting ready to take the channel to Japan next year, and one of the things I've been doing is watching a lot of anime. My favorite show is DBZ. I've been going through Dragon Ball Z currently, and man, I'm having a lot of fun. Foundational anime for me. I've been watching this show since the 90s. I remember it on Toonami, and I'm a pretty decent GBZ collector. I have my Goku figures, and I like to get more. It's cool that DBZ is such a part of the store shelves still, and this is one of those model kits from Japan. Not the version of Goku I want to buy, but it's still a quality product. So the Marvel section is pretty much bereft of anything worthwhile, but we have these mini figures. Want to call them mini, want to call them micro, but the budget, the pricing is way too high. You know, Thor's missing something. Thor should have a cape. Even on the back, I think, nope, they took away the drawing of the cape so they could sell you a crappier toy. And Thanos was $12.99 because Thanos is, I guess, more plastic. Hasbro, you gotta stop being greedy. Now we transition to Ollie's, the future of where all these toys are going to end up, and we're finding more and more of the same old crap, including this guy right down here. Mr. Where are we at? There he is, Carl Weathers. I know he's got a name like Grieg Garfa or Krieg Garfa. It's Carl Weathers. Carl Weathers was bitching. So there's a lot of Carl Weathers action figures. Stacks and stacks and stacks of Carl Weathers. Now this is the Marvel wall. I've been back in Ohio for about a year. This shelf has been here for a year. It's actually bigger than the last time I looked at it. Now, here we go. Everett Ross, he's a new addition to all this bullcrap. And let's walk on down here, shall we, to see if we find anything else new from Hasbro. Not technically Hasbro, but G.I. Joe model kits. That's kind of cool. More Shuri, more Fortnite, more Wakanda Forever. A Bryce Dallas Howard figure, something I don't have in my collection yet. I don't have any of this shit in my collection except, ooh, Movie Mario. Let's take that home, shall we? What else is there to say about Shang-Chi? It's been on the store shelves forever. Years at this point. Even I'm tired of looking at it and talking about it. Look, folks, failure. Point, laugh, celebrate. And more Wakanda Forever masks. It's kind of embarrassing, isn't it? So, this is a bin of unsellable or junk or crap at Ollie's, and let's see what's in the crappy bin. We got, I see the Star Wars logo. We have, oh, the Mandalorian the Child. Awesome. And this guy from Solo: A Star Wars Story, it's $6 here. What's their price? Their price, $13.79. Wrong, they don't have a price. That toy is 6 years old. Nobody sells this crap anymore. I did notice this, I wanted to poke fun. The Mr. Beast chocolate bar. Are you paying $3 in stores? You should stop because they're only 80 cents at Ollie's, not worth full price. Now folks, I noticed this too, a drink can with PewDiePie on it. I just want to put this out there. If you ever see me on a drink can, feel free to kick my ass. I would be so embarrassed if that was me. Now, this is the important part that I wanted to say. This is back at the very first Ollie's a few weeks later. Yes, folks, it looks exactly the same, but I wanted to prove to you that this stuff still doesn't move. Now, we're going to go through this. There's a reason why we're going to end the video at this store. So again, look, all the usual offenders, the usual suspects, they're all here. Don't need to repeat that part. They don't move, no one buys them. It's weird. Children go to this store. Ollie's is a very busy store. When I was here, there were probably about 50 people plus in the store just shopping around, maybe over 100. I don't know. But Ollie's is always jam-packed. But people don't buy this crap. There's our Everett Ross. I believe he's new this time. He wasn't here last time. It was all Jimmy Woo's. And, again, eternally on shelves. Let's zoom out so you get a big picture. Again, just to compare and contrast, this video is like a time capsule over 2 weeks. You can see, maybe even 3 at this point, how stuff doesn't move. So again, here's their Black Panther wall. There were so many Black Panther toys that they had to give it their own shelves. Their own shelves. I'll eventually get those words out. It's not late here. And here's our pal, America Chavez. Again, weeks later, and she's not alone though. She's got Dr. Doom. The greatest villain at Marvel is now the greatest villain at Ollie's. Now, this is the Shang-Chi wall that never sells. We're going to do this at double speed so you guys can get to the part I want to show the most. Again, here are our old familiar friends. It's so nice to hang out and feel warm and fuzzy, pointing at laughing at their failures. Oh wow, more Miss Marvel. Not even one aisle can contain it. Surprising. Hey, he's still here 2 weeks later. 2 weeks later, and that damn Namor hasn't been put in a box or anything like that. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that kind of telling? I mean, of course you wouldn't buy an open toy, but like, the store doesn't even put it away or take it off shelves. They don't care. These are that unimportant to them. And rightly so. Even down here among our unsellable Christmas Stormtroopers, our old familiar friend that I didn't look at last time, this Ironheart mask, it's here. And Ironheart the mask is not alone. Right next to it was an Ironheart figure. I don't have to move this shit, it's just organically here. So here's the important part I wanted to show you. The Super Mario Brothers toys. This was a whole new section at Ollie's of Super Mario toys. Now, normally the narrative here is these toys don't sell because they suck, and that's why they're on shelves. But the Super Mario toys are different. These Super Mario toys are selling through at Ollie's. Look at how empty the shelves are. And you're also looking and seeing, oh, there's just Princess Peach, because Mario and Catsuit Mario have all sold out of this store. All of the characters were selling at this store. Also, the Mario movie figures are the natural progression. They're over a year old. After they stop selling, they move to clearance. A lot of this stuff from Star Wars and Hasbro hit these shelves well before their 1 year cycle. A lot of this stuff was hitting shelves as the movies were still in theaters. Some of the stuff was at main retail and cheap retail at the exact same time. Mario is a popular character with children and adults alike. Disney stuff is still popular, but nowhere near the popularity it used to be, and we've watched that decline over the last few years. We here at WCBS have been able to document all of that. Now, the one thing you guys always ask me is, do I come home with any toys? Yes, I came home with every Super Mario figure they were offering up at Ollie's because it was a good deal. That is a toy line that is on sale at Ollie's, and I want to pick it up because, one, it's worth my time, it's bright, it's colorful, and it's Super Mario. And here's the real shit kicker. If I didn't buy it today, it would have been gone the next time I went because that is how popular things at Ollie's move. Much like the Captain America shields and those Star Wars helmets and the other things that are no longer at Ollie's within a week, well, the Mario stuff is just that. So I picked up Mario, and I'm very happy to have Mario added to my collection. So folks, what did you think about all of that? We know you've been missing the toy videos. I read the emails, I read the messages. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this trip down the toy aisles around the Midwest. We will be back next time with another one of these. Gonna hit up a road trip. If you want to help support this channel and make more of these toy videos, check us out on other platforms like Patreon, or get ready for WorldBusters. That book is about to drop really soon on Kickstarter. There's a whole new campaign. You'll be able to call WorldBusters. There's a song. You don't realize that WorldBusters is going to change everything. It is the biggest comic event of 2024, 2025, and every year moving forward. I'm bringing back a renaissance to comics. Be on the lookout for everything that my name is on, because folks, it brings three things: fun, entertainment, and quality. You can always associate those things with Jeff Hicks, WCBS, and anything we put out. So folks, thank you for watching. We appreciate you more than you'll ever know, but we'll continue to let you know by making more content and having fun with you guys each and every video. Until next time, folks, be smart, be safe, be cool, but always be excellent to each other.